And 3, 2, 1. Boom. And we're back to another episode of Socratic Gamers. This episode sponsored by Zenreal Clothing Co. Head over to zenrealclothingco.com and pick up your tees today. Don't forget to use the promo code SGPodcast for 20% off. Alright, so this is a Socratic Gamers movie review. We checked out Joker yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's safe to say that this was an awesome movie. Actually, you know what? I said that and I was like, all right, did you feel any like dragging? All right, so you already know that we think it's an awesome movie, but did you think that there were any like dragging points to the movie?
No, I did not feel that.
Really? Eh? Like not at all?
No.
Huh. Okay, maybe it was just
Where did you feel it?
I think it was like when I was beginning to realize, because I had seen like a thing before where it was like, this movie doesn't have, or you were telling me that it's not the Joker that people expect.
Okay.
You know, with like no action.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's one of those movies. So like
it's a drama related.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was a drama movie. Yeah, totally. There was like a bit of action, like the shooting scene, but it wasn't really like, I wouldn't classify that as action. It was
Those are
more
not.
like,
It's not really considered action.
Somebody just like died. That was it. But like, yeah, I think when my brain was making the switch between, oh, this isn't going to be action filled, like there's going to be no hand to hand combat, there's going to be none of that. No. Like I was like, oh, it's a person movie.
Yeah.
And then I started to feel like, oh, it's kind of dragging. But then I was like, no. You have to appreciate it for what it is. Like I went in with a different expectation, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe that's I'm saying that to like preface anyone who like goes in to watch it from like a Joker perspective. Like you're like,
or like a comic book based
Yeah,
perspective.
that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like
it's not a comic book movie.
No, it's not. And that's what made me feel like it was dragging, because I was like, oh, I came to see like a Batman movie, and it was more like a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's even though I heard that it was a psychological thriller going into it, I didn't expect it to be that much of a psychological thriller. Like it was a psychological thriller, you know?
That's what I expected, though.
True.
I felt that from the trailers and stuff, that there was nothing. It was just straight only about him. And
I think the only part that I felt like some action was when he killed the guy who like set him up with the scissors. Mm-hmm. When he like stabbed him in the neck and like all that stuff, I was like, oh, we're about to see, and like that was like the highest point of action that you ever got. Yeah,
that scene felt like that is Joker.
Yeah,
that's what Joker would do.
That's when he turned. Yeah, that is what Joker would do. And then like how that was actually perfectly Joker, and how he let the other guy go. You thought he was gonna kill him, but like Joker's so like
you don't know
random.
What
he's gonna do.
So random, exactly.
So when he's like, and then he like shut the door, and then you're like, he's gonna kill him. And then he's like, you were the only one that was ever nice to me. And then he opened the door and let him go. You're like, dude, that is such a Joker moment.
Yeah. It fit exactly as to what Joker would do.
Yeah. He just wants the chaos.
But like, did he? It's like, because there were so many
like righteous chaos. Though.
In that scene, it's like he's the one that put the lock, right? So did he?
He knew.
He knew. So it's like
that's why I thought he was gonna kill him. I thought he was like trying to mess with his head.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But then it was like. But still, like, you still don't know, and it's like, at the end, okay, he let him go, but it's like...
Yeah, but you had, like, that moment of, like,
Right.
Yeah. But, all right, we digress. So, first we're going to score it, talk about the movie, score it again, see if we swayed each other's opinion. So, what do you score this one? You love Joker, too, though, so, like...
I did love this one, too, so it's...
like, you loved...
I never like giving perfect scores, because there's always ways to improve, I guess. It's near perfect for me.
So like what's the near perfect? Like 9.9?
Yeah, let's go 9.9.
Asymptote?
Yeah.
All right. Wow, okay. I'm going to give this one an 8.
All right.
Yeah. That's a more like reasonable score, you know? I'm usually the one with the crazy scores, but on this one, yeah, I'm going to go pretty conservative. Yeah. Or pretty normal, like with an 8.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, what did it get IMDb wise?
I think it's around that 8 something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I okay. So the big question is this your favorite Joker?
Like, because it's a different style of Joker.
I know, right? So it's like I don't know.
I like the Heath Ledger Joker because you didn't really know much even about his true past, right?
Right. Yeah.
And the way he acted was really good.
And he had hand-to-hand combat.
Exactly.
He had like arms.
Exactly.
Like, he was like a mob. I really like that Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah. And this one he's much more, like, he's just crazy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before you go in that, let's go through all the Jokers. So, do you remember the Jack Nicholson one?
A little bit, yeah. I think that was the least favorite of mine.
Jared Leto?
Oh, that's the least favorite
the
of
least
mine.
favorite.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that one.
The Jared Leto one was
the worst one, yeah.
Really bad.
The worst one.
I don't even, like, he was, like, in love with her. He was, like, a romantic. It was very odd.
Yeah, I don't even, that totally I forgot about that one.
Yeah, so, Jared Leto, you're awesome. I hate knocking people's, like, work, especially creative work, because it's all subjective. But, like, that was my least favorite. I'd say Jack Nicholson was the next one. We're going to ignore the TV show Jokers. But, yeah, Jack Nicholson would be the next one, then Heath Ledger, then this one for me. Is that the same score for you?
Yeah.
Like the same order? Yeah. Like, I liked Heath Ledger's one, but now that I look at this one, I'm like, no, this is real crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you thought Heath Ledger's one was crazy. He always wanted conflict, chaos, and, you know, like, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah,
but I'm like, no, this person just wants to watch the world. Not even no.
Actually,
he doesn't want to watch. the world
It's
burn.
not exactly. He didn't have a motive.
Yeah, he didn't have a motive.
That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes him more crazier.
When like in the show, they're like the movie, they're like, oh, are you wearing that face paint for
the protest?
The protest, and he's like, no. I don't have any political leanings. I actually don't believe in any of it. It's like,
that
so
makes sense,
right? So it's like, yeah, that would be a Joker thing, but that's more of like it almost seems like he's like Nietzsche's nihilism. Yeah, you know, he's like nothing matters. Yeah. So because remember, he's like, I always thought my life was a tragedy, but now I see it's a comedy. Yeah, and it's like that's what all spiritual people. Honestly, Joker is a very Zen character. You know, he realizes that, like, life is a comedy or a tragedy, and you know, he's choosing comedy. Right. Yeah. Because that's ultimately what it is. Everything is like comedy or tragedy. But I really like his laugh in this one. How they made it like, and I love how they tied everything together. Like, you can tell that the director was a real fan of Batman. Yeah. Or in that series. Yeah. And like how like he gave the card, and then, but you missed it on the reading, right? So the card said like, I'm sorry for my laughter.
I read most of it. Yeah, I didn't read all of it.
It happens. You can get it from people with like head trauma.
Okay. Oh, so they're already hinting.
And they're already hinting it, and then you find out later that he was like abused heavily as a child. Right. So it's like, oh, he's being beaten, and that's where he got his laughter thing from. And then like how the mother was always like, he was such a happy child. We always call him happy. I never heard him crying. Yeah. But like, instead of crying, he laughs. Like whenever he's under stress, he starts laughing, like uncontrollably. Oh, she wants to get it on the podcast. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I really like that. The realism that they put into that one was awesome.
So like the areas, like, because the whole movie and the way it ends, there's a different theories, like, did this really happen, or
totally.
Like,
I heard that prior, but I was like, I didn't.
No. But it makes sense for the movie for you to question these sort of things, because Joker is that crazy. You don't know if he created this thing in his mind.
Oh, it's like, or when you're dealing with Joker, you're dealing with an actual crazy person.
Yeah, so you don't know what actually happened.
You know what's weird? Like, that is true. Like, when you're dealing with Joker, you're actually dealing with a crazy person, because like his romantic interest in the movie, that was all made up.
Exactly. And
that was so crazy. That was such a psychological thriller. When the girl came in, she's like, your name's Arthur, right? You live down the hall? And I was like, wait.
Right.
That was such a, like, if there is like Joker would be that crazy, like, filled with.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what else? What'd you like about the movie?
So like it's the you know, the actual origin, basically, in the sense it started off as Arthur. Right. And Arthur, who ends up becoming the Joker, right?
Totally, yeah.
And it's like him figuring out, or it's like the layers keep peeling back, and that makes him get more further and further into becoming Joker. That's what I like.
Right. True. Like you were saying,
like more truths that he found out.
More truths, and like they cut his funding.
So his medication was removed.
Yeah.
So I think like that's when he started like having the visions with the girlfriend, or like the is that after losing his medications? And then like that's, and like even with the killing and everything, it's like he started to really like it. Like
it was he was always a victim his entire life.
Yeah.
And then once he killed someone, you saw that he
enjoyed that power. That was the one.
He finally achieved some sort of self-worth.
Yeah.
You know, remember, he's like, I always thought that my life didn't matter, but now I realize it does, because when he killed those people, he made it on the news. But it's like, that is, remember the sniper who like the sniper in the US?
Yeah.
There's that big thing, and like he like hid inside of his trunk, and then he was like sniping people through the gas tank, stuff like that. Or like the guy even in North York, right, killed all those people. It's like,
yeah,
of course, yeah, if you thought your life was meaningless and you started killing all these people, you'd start to think like, maybe I am not meaningless in this world. Right. My actions do matter, you know? And I think those are things that were giving him power. It's weird how, like, actually now that I think back, so all right, the whole premise, if you look at it, is like Gotham is what made Joker Joker. Yeah. It's not that like, it's not like Joker was this guy that, you know, was always plotting and evil. It's like, no, all of his circumstances turn him into who he is. Yeah. Like, you're a product of your environment. Right. You know? And
so like that should be the main, I felt like should be the main takeaway from the movie. Mainly the mainstream thinking is like all these violence is what people will take away, or that's what they keep talking about, right? Right. When it's more about the social structures and
you're like a broken system.
Yeah, and in a broken system.
In a broken system, you have broken people. Yeah. Actually, you know what's funny? I watched Hustlers right after that movie, and like it was also set in like a New York. Well, it was set in New York, but like Gotham is pretty much like a New York, and like in that movie, they were pushed to extreme circumstances because of their environment, because of the 2008 crash. That was what the movie was about. Oh, okay. It was the 2008 crash that they started like stealing money, you know, or doing these crazy things for money. And it's like, just like the Joker, it's like your environment pushed you to the brink. Right. You know? But so like, what I was going to say was the art piece of it, because you were a little late in the beginning. Remember how I said like all it was the radio playing, and it was just slowly panning into him? It makes sense now, because the whole radio was all about, a crime wave outside, all this craziness. Right. Yeah. And it's like, no, this is what the movie's about. The pressures of Gotham weighing on this one person and making him crazy. You know? Like, it's like a perfect storm of violence and breeding. You know? Like, he wanted to be a comedian, and then he went up, he faced his fears, and then he got put on the Gotham, like, Tonight Show. Yeah. And got made fun of. Right. You know?
That's the other thing, too. Like, did he even actually, like, have a good stand-up?
No, he didn't.
That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like his...
But in that scene when it was like they started playing music and then he put his arms out and like you heard the laughter, you're like, oh, wow, like, he actually had a good set. Yeah. You know? But then, like, you find out later when they play the real version of it, it's like, no, he didn't have a good set. And then they use that as material. Yeah. But then I like what he said. Remember, he's like, no, you're terrible, Maury. Yeah. Because, like, you use my footage to make fun of me. You know? And then I love that thing when he's like, what do you get when blah, blah, blah. And then he pulls out the gun and shoots him on live air. It was like, damn, bro.
Yeah, that felt like a Joker thing.
It felt like a Joker thing. He spent the whole time like preparing for his own suicide. Yeah.
Well, that was I felt like that's what the movie was trying to make us think, because it's like, but maybe he did actually think that he was going to, until.
And then he got like pushed into it, and he's like, no, I'm not going to kill myself. I'm going to kill you. Yeah. Yeah. And then so one of the questions was like, is this the real Joker, like Batman's Joker, or is this somebody who inspired the Joker?
Right.
Because like after that thing, remember it was like it was like the Joker. It was like the Joker. He made all these people believe in themselves. Like it was like the lower class stood up and like fought against the upper class. Yeah. That way he was like the symbol. How like Batman's a symbol for like righteousness. Joker's a symbol for like equality. Yeah, for a weird perspective, it's like he is the symbol for equality. And I liked how they show, because like in the series it was always like, oh, Joker killed Batman's parents, right? Like they alluded to that so many times, but then him being a little kid and the guy had a Joker mask when he killed his parents, it's like no, you just thought it was the Joker, and then like as a kid you build up these stories, right? I really like that. And like how Thomas Wayne was actually a jerk. You know, like he wasn't standing up for the
I called that in the trailer, right? I don't know if you remember. Like I think that's Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And I really liked that perspective on it, because like if Batman were to see like this movie, he'd be like, oh, my world is shattered. Like I had been fighting for so long for an illusion, not a real idea. Like you didn't know your father.
Right.
Know?
Yeah.
And because like in the actual Batman canon, it made no sense that like he was a little kid and then like, oh yeah, thieves like killed his parents. It's like, well, why would they do that? It's so random. Like they would just take his because you know, like the whole Batman series, like this is the only one that I hope they make in canon because it made logical sense. Yeah. Right. Because like in all the series, it's like, oh, his parents got killed by like thieves, but it's like, why would they kill you though? Like if you're already giving your wallet and all that, like why would you like be killed? Yeah. But like watching the media's portrayal of how Thomas Wayne was so evil, it's like, yeah, of course people want to go out and kill him, right? Because Thomas Wayne is the symbol of the elite class, whereas the Joker is the symbol of the forgotten class. You know,
exactly.
And they want to rise up.
Yeah, and it feels like it's even fits to today's time too.
Yeah, totally.
That's also why it worked out. For that story, it's
like the 2008 crisis is that's something that would help a Joker, you know? Yeah. Like, oh, we need to fight for what's right. You know what? Like that movie, if you look at it, it's like Batman's fighting for what he believes is right, and so is Joker. Yeah. But unwittingly, like Joker's like doing it, not trying, like, because they're like, oh, are you doing this for a political thing? Like he's not trying to be a symbol. Yeah. But he is a symbol. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's more like, he become, like, I guess that's like the, like positions for leaders. It's like the ones who don't want to be are the best ones.
Oh, okay.
Technically, he is without.
True, yeah, because like he wasn't evil. Yeah. He was just pushed to those circumstances.
Exactly.
You know, like they cut his funding. Yeah. He couldn't get money, and like people were bullying him. You know, when the guy he brought the gun to the children's hospital. I mean, that was his bad. But then, like, where'd he get the gun from? That guy. And then the guy told his boss, like, oh, he tried to buy a gun off me. Right.
Which was, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you should say. Like, there were so many moments of vindication in that movie.
Yeah, exactly,
exactly. I felt good that he was doing that. You know? I felt good for him when he killed his coworker. Because it was like, yeah, man, that guy like, screwed you over. Right. But then, like, the question is, like, where do you draw the line? Or, like, where do you... like when is too much, you know? Because like obviously like killing your coworker for that was bad.
But yeah, there's a lot of moral questions in this. Right,
but yet we felt vindication for him. So it's like, okay, is this a good thing or a bad thing? You know? I think that's what is great about the movie. And I think movies that make you think that are like really great, sort of like the Thanos thing, right? Like we can empathize with Thanos' thing. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Like you want to kill half the planet, half the universe because there's not enough resources. Yeah. Makes sense. You know? Whereas like if it's like black and white, good and evil, then it's like it's easier for us to tell, but life isn't always that way. It's always gray. Yeah. So like that's what makes good movies, that it makes you question your foundation. Yeah.
I like that aspect. It's in a sense, even though it wasn't necessarily Joker, but it was that whole thing. It's more like Joker created the Batman.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Joker did create the Batman. It's sort of like the whole yin and yang thing, right?
Yeah.
You have too much yang, like hard energy, you're gonna end up going soft.
Yeah.
Too much soft energy, you're gonna end up going hard. You know, like there's too much chaos, so chaos bred order, which is Batman.
Right.
Yep. Oh. Yeah. So, what would you not like about the movie?
That's what I'm saying. It's near perfect. I don't know what I like to give it. It's almost like a perfect movie to me.
Oh, so there's nothing you didn't like?
Yeah, no.
True, actually. You know, ooh, yeah, that's true. Because I'm like,
because
what did I like about the
as we
movie?
keep talking about it, because as I keep watching these other things, there's so many layers to it, and he's hearing the different people's theories is like that's what makes a good movie because you keep talking about it
you're right,
after the fact, right?
You know, it's funny because like I was like, oh, what didn't I like about the movie? I'm like, the only thing I didn't like was my own preconceived notion because I thought it was going to be Joker, but it was like no psychological thriller. So it's like you can't really knock a movie for what you think it's going to be.
Right.
So I don't know what I would say was bad about the movie because they put in so much. They like tied it so well into the canon. They used all the characters. Like Bruce Wayne was there. That was amazing that they put Bruce Wayne there.
I mean, it yeah, exactly. It hit all the things in that sense of, like, you know, it's a comic book, but it's also like the focus of it was all about Joker. Right. He was in almost the whole movie was him, right?
Right, totally.
Like he's I just remember when he was like watching some guy do the stand up and he was writing notes down. Yeah. But he was laughing at offbeat times.
Yeah.
I think it's like, to me, I view it like he was never like he's never in sync with society. He was off.
Oh, that's a good revelation. I didn't even think about it like that.
Right?
True.
So I thought that was cool. I was like,
but like Joker himself, it's like he was beaten up so much. Like he's not like a super villain with like amazing martial arts skills and like all that. No. He's just like a human being that got pushed to the brink.
Yeah.
And cracked.
Exactly.
And then wants to take out his suffering. Or no, he doesn't even want to take out his suffering. He wants to like justify or rectify his suffering.
Yeah.
He doesn't want other people to suffer like he did.
Yeah.
You know?
Because that line in the beginning too is like, what happened to decency? And
yeah, he was saying all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. That hit all those points.
Favorite supervillain?
Yeah.
Better than Thanos?
Yeah, I mean, this is more human, right? Like, in that sense.
True. Okay. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go best Marvel.
But it's not even like I don't even view it like he's a villain because it's not something
or antagonist.
Yeah.
So, best. I'm gonna say in the Marvel universe, best antagonist would be Thanos, and DC universe best antagonist would be Joker.
Yeah. That's just an amazing. And the acting too was.
Oh yeah. I think, totally. I
don't know. I never looked at Joaquin Phoenix as like, you know.
No, not at all. And I thought that was the best laugh ever.
Yeah.
Like,
putting it with the condition makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't see how it was like it's a real thing, and I don't see how it was never incorporated before. But it's a great fit.
Totally, I agree. Final thoughts?
Oh, there's some like the other theories that I heard was like, because is Penny Fleck telling the truth or not? Right?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, but then it's like he has the gene of Crazy Jean. So is he his daughter? Is he her? Is he?
No, I don't think so.
So it's like that.
I don't think it's his daughter. I think
no. I meant like son.
I don't think it's his son. Her son.
Or it's her son or not, right? Like because like no. I'm saying like again we have this thing to bring up different opinions. Some would say no. Some would say maybe.
No, I don't know because
it's like
they showed the
but she was crazy. Then he's crazy. It's like
no. But there's like
I know. No, exactly. But like even in that, it's like it's like even in, like what I felt when I was seeing that too. It's like it made me question both because it's like, is someone setting up her to make it look like that,
I don't know. That's
Like
a
no,
stretch.
I'm just saying like no. There was a moment of thought of that, but I didn't agree with that. But it was
Right.
like to bring up that kind of thought. It's like movie is going, like adding all these things to it without me even, without you know what I
True.
mean.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant. Like it still questions, but then I'm more sure it's not. It's like you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah, no,
like maybe
I get what you're saying.
10%, maybe like
I get
but
what you're
like
saying.
90% no. It's like
I feel like you have to draw the line somewhere because
Yeah.
if you then you could say like was the whole movie made up
But
because it was in his head.
But that's what I like at least. Making me question all these things makes it even more greater of a movie, because I don't know what is true,
right, for sure.
and
Yeah, sure.
that's what makes it. I felt that's what made it awesome. Like that added more to it, and that's why it's such a near perfect movie in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you felt bad for the guy, but it's like that's the Joker that we know who he became, how he became that, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's the best one so far. That's what I'll say.
So let's rescore it. Are you gonna give it the full 10?
Let's give it that 0.1 extra.
So it's gonna be
10.
we're going 10. Oh, we're going 10. Vish's
going
first 10 movie ever. Wow. Okay. You know what?
I couldn't stop thinking about it after the movie. It's like the dance that he had, like
True.
is
That
this
was
the-
another thing. Like the dance made him feel like free.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's are you entertained, or like is the end, right? Like this is the like it's like the bow at the end of the movie. It's like, or
Totally.
like end of a show, right? So it's like that. It's there's so many things to it. The way it
Right.
was, it just made sense. Oh, the way he ran, he always had clown shoes on. It's like
True. Oh yeah, even the way he ran.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he ran fast though.
he ran fast, yeah, but he ran like as if he had clown shoes on. Like that's how they run, because
Oh,
it's
that's so fascinating. Wow. So even subtle things like that. I didn't
that's what
even
I'm
catch
saying.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's so many layers to it
True.
that it
Huh.
just yeah.
You know. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 10 too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we got that 10.
All right.
Joker, best Joker, and best psychological thriller.
Mm.
You like have never given a 10 before.
I haven't. I know.
Yeah.
But this was.
This is the one. You love Joker, so
I do.
yeah. Yeah. Best. Definitely go check it out.
Yeah, this is a for sure watch.
Yeah. Even if you're not a superhero.
Even though we just said a bunch. I think you should be watching this after you've already
True,
watched
that's
it.
very true. That's very true. Even though you
Or watch it again, I guess.
yeah, even if you're not a superhero fan, like this is
Yeah, it's
definitely
not
one
exactly
worth watching.
Exactly.
Because like there's so many layers to it, and you can definitely like take away a lot.
Yeah.
You don't have to know anything about Batman or anything like that. But it's a great like entryway into like comic book movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like from there you're like, oh, what other things have they made? But it's
Right.
like just wait for more new things because like DC's heading in a better direction.
I think if DC focuses it like this, focuses more on the story individually, I think it just works out better for them. And then it's like certain characters, need a higher rating to tell a proper, like, what I mean? This was the rated R one. I think the first for DC, I guess.
Oh, I guess I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, it's the first for DC. So this, what I mean? Like Deadpool, like it made sense for that character, but it's this is what they need to do if in order to be different from Marvel and be successful in that sense. I think.
Yeah, true. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so definitely check this one out. Next week, no movies.
No, I don't think there isn't much.
But we are going to Gamer. Oh, we should buy those tickets.
Oh, right, yeah.
What is it called?
ELGX or ELG, something like that.
Some
gaming,
like a video game
convention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna hit that up, and then that same week I'm gonna be going to Egypt. So no podcast after that. But they at least got 2 more episodes before I head out. So until next time. Pick up tees on ZenRealClothingCo.com.
Mm-hmm.
This episode is sponsored by Zen Real Clothing Co. Use the offer code SG Podcast at checkout for 20% off your order.
Right.
Until next time, stay hungry, stay foolish, stay jokerish.
Put on a happy face.
Ooh, good one, good one. All right, take it easy.
Peace.
Bye.